Hello guys. Hopefully you guys didn't bail on me since I'm a little late, and I do apologize. I have a light here that just shorts out on me, so that's what I was trying to fix, and I got it, so hopefully it will stay. Is anybody here? I think I see an eye. So when you pop on, let me know you're here. I'm getting this pulled up. Hi, I do see somebody, so let me know you're here. And like I said, I apologize for being late. Good. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Thanks for being here and commenting. Awesome. Hi, Margaret. Do you go by Margaret or Margie and Kathy? How are you today? Good. I'm glad you guys caught me. Or waited for me. Hi, Drew. Hi, Becky. Oh, good. I'm so glad y'all are here. I was like, I'm late. They're gonna leave me. I was just saying before y'all probably got on that I'm having lighting issues, and it was shorting out. So I wanted to see if I could get that resolved, because it's hard to do this if you don't. Good. It's hard to do this if you don't have lighting. So I'm just trying to pull this up where I can see comments over here, because eventually I won't see them up here. Hey, Matt, or is it Matt or Matthew? Glad you guys are here tonight and didn't mind the delay. Hi, Michelle. I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you haven't met me, or if I haven't met you, I'm Deb, Art and Grace. I live in Fort Worth, and just a lot of people have probably been following me around because I've been doing the craft circuit. I've been doing painting with different groups, and then crafts with different groups. So I've met so many of you through those. Why don't you tell me how you found me? Did you find me through one of the events that we've done, or a friend told you? Hi, Teresa. Hi, Gloria. Yeah, an hour late. Oh gosh, I was like, what? Yes, I was late. Yes. You know, Gloria, you know me probably by now. I'm always running a little late. My issue with that is I'm like, oh, I have an hour. I'm gonna, work on this. And Facebook ad, awesome, good. I did my first Facebook ad. Matthew, okay, gotcha. Thanks for telling me. I did my first Facebook ad, so I'm glad it worked. Christmas in July, Teresa. Yep. So yeah, pop in there where you're from, and where we know how you found me, because it's always interesting to see if I met you through another group or. And I'm glad that I have a few people, it looks like, from Grace in here, and hopefully we'll have some more pop in and out, or pop in. How is everybody? Yes, Drew, we did that. How's everybody doing tonight? Is it kind of a quiet Friday night, so you're able to craft and just watch and hang out? I hope. And if anybody had let me do that real fast. I had somebody say they could not get the tracer, so I'm going to put all that in the comments here. So bear with me, I'm coming. I'm just gonna have to post it in the comments, and that way if somebody was not able to get it, they can scroll up here and get it. Thanks, Gloria. I appreciate that so much. And you know the little term, since we can't say, S-H-A-R-E. So, okay, Becky. So y'all live in Oklahoma Panhandle. Cool. Awesome. We lived in Ardmore and Thomas for a short time. My daughter was born in Ardmore, so I love Oklahoma. Just looking to see if I missed anybody else. Hi, Elaine, Columbia, South Carolina. I know, Kathy. LaGrange, North Carolina. Cool. Oh, I know you, Luann. Hi. Yeah, y'all pop in. Hi, Debbie. Pop in here and tell me where I know you from if you haven't. Hi, Melinda from Christmas in July. Yep. It's funny because I'll recognize names and think, I probably should know her, but that's funny. That's where a lot of that comes from. So you probably already know we're going to make our fall little decor. It's a wood slice, and they're so fun and easy to make. Now, you should have a printable, and if you don't, it's in the comments where you can click on there real quick and just go print it out. How funny, Jeannie. Yes, my Jeannie. And I love how you tell me. You'll be like, where are you? Thank you. Keep me accountable and like, come on, lady. Hi, Nilda. So the printable will look like this. I grabbed the wrong one. This is my Christmas one I've made, and it's got the tree, but you'll have that printable. So let me just kind of get this situated. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm going to move you down anyway in a second. I just kind of like to see. Hi, Tammy. I love to see where everybody's from and where they are popping in, you know, from. Moore, Oklahoma, Martha. Awesome. Elaine, thank you. Guys, when y'all do that, it just makes my day because that really helps us small business owners. We're just struggling with all this lockdown stuff, so or not being able to meet in groups. I used to do paint parties. So I'd go into, like, say, a restaurant, and we'd have a big room and do a big bunch of, you know, art all together. And that came to a screeching halt. So when it did, you know, we all had to kind of, like, what do? We have to, this is what we do, you know, and we love it, and we know it's helpful. So a lot of us scrambled and figured out how to do it online. And so, as you can see, I'm still kind of learning all of the technology or the lighting and just all that stuff that goes with it. I wish it was easier. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Nancy in Tennessee. Awesome. Brenda in Virginia. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. And if I do, that's the thing. I go back at the end of the night and I always look at the comments and I'll answer any questions or if you, you know, anything that I missed, because I will miss them. For some reason, they don't always pop up. In fact, somebody told me a trick, and I guess that will work. I put in, you know, some information in the comments, and they said if I make a comment, that it should keep me seeing the comments. I don't know why, but it's a kind of a game that we have to play, so we'll see. But I will go ahead and kind of get you guys ready. Drop in the comments if you're actually gonna paint tonight with me. So if you've got your printable and you're gonna paint, exactly, Tess. We do. We have the creative brains, and it's not that we can't learn it, because we can. It's the time it takes to figure it all out and learn it and watch a tutorial and then go do it. And like, we just want to be creating, right? Yeah. So guys, let me know if you're painting. That's what I'm curious. I'm really curious who all is going to paint tonight. If you don't paint tonight, no big deal. Hang out, have fun, talk to each other, talk to me, and then you can paint another time if you choose to. You might have kids or grandkids that want to, you can print this out and let them paint or color or whatever. Hi, Bev. How are you tonight? You're knitting, not painting, Margaret. Okay, cool. Yes, good, Jeannie. You're good, Tammy. Becky and I are painting. Awesome. Okay, so y'all have to promise. I want to see. You can put it here in the comments. You can put it on my page. You can send it to me personally. You can, you know, inbox it or whatever. But I would love to see it. And if you're, you know, if you're not shy at all, then we'll do a little parade of them. I'll make a little video and show them all, because that is super fun to see what colors people use, or if they put a twist on it. You know, some people are perfectionists and it's going to turn out really, really good. And some people are like me and kind of casual with it, and, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So good, Beverly. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Glad you're here. Melinda, you're just watching. Yeah. Honestly, y'all, it's so relaxing to me that I find it really fun to just sit and watch somebody paint, and especially at night if I'm already a little bit tired, and I'll just lay down, and it's so relaxing. I just love it. Okay, cool, Martha. Awesome. I love doing these free tutorial or, you know, things like this, so that, you know, people that are interested maybe, or they might sort of be interested, you can watch and see, and, you know, see if it's something you want to do, and then maybe test it out, just, you know, little things. And yeah, Bev, don't you think, because I know Bev's real creative, and I know that you paint and you do journaling and all that, so don't you think that it's fun to kind of just like get your feet wet and try something, and then you discover sometimes, you know, wow, I love this. I think, Tammy, I see that you've gotten really more involved, so it's like, it's fun to just kind of test something out. And See? You're watching then painting? Yeah, I do that too. I like to have a replay because then you can speed it up, slow it down, whatever. This needs to be adjusted. But so let me just go ahead and turn you guys down. I'm going to miss getting to read all your comments, but I'll check them later. Let me see. I want to be sure. I struggle with this, so tell me if you can see well. I'll be doing it right here. Yeah, looks like you can, but go ahead and Jeannie, I'll watch for you because you always tell me if you can see or not. So let's see if y'all can see pretty good. I wanted to show you the different sizes they have of these wood slices. These all came from Hobby Lobby, and they're basswood, and they're really, really nice. I really love using these. This one is a large. I'm showing you the difference in sizing. It's pretty neat. This one is a medium, and I'll give you prices too. And then this one, oh no, that was a medium. That's what I thought was funny. I didn't order smalls because I knew they'd be like a coaster, but this is also a medium. So you see that when you order, you've got two mediums here, but because of the shape of the tree and the size of the tree, they're different. So just know if you order online, you know, it's going to be whatever they have. And when I ordered these, I ordered about 6, I think. And so I got all kinds. I got, you know, a couple of these, and then I got all variations of the medium. So just FYI, but if you go to actual store and pick them out, then, you know, you're good. So the medium's $7.99. The large, gee, I don't have the price on that one for some reason, but it was $11.99, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, you just decide if that's worth the extra money. And Hobby Lobby always has the 40% coupon, so be sure and use that. I always like to take somebody with me if I go and, you know, get her to use one and I use one. Yes, Tammy, I love that too. It's really fun for me. You guys, you know, anytime you paint something, if you want to post it on my page or send it to me, that makes my night, our day. I just love seeing what you guys are doing and if you're finding joy in it like I do. So it's really fun for me. So just was going to show you the difference in sizes for people that may not have used these before. In fact, I'll probably use the medium. Yeah. And for the rest of you, if you are, well, I'm going to grab a piece of contact paper and show you. Is there, you know, anybody that has never used a tracer before? I'm going to do this in my sketchbook just to show you quickly. So you can do the old-fashioned way, which is you take your tracer and you can see through the paper and you just do this. And you just go across the lines. It takes, you know, a little bit, but it's definitely not undoable. I used to do this just to save the money, you know, just to not have to buy carbon or if I ran out. So anyway, then when you get it on your paper, you just press down on those lines and it's going to be on your paper. So that is one way to do it, and it's perfectly fine. Just use, you know, a pencil and get that lead on there. But if you have carbon, you want the dull side towards you and the real dark side, you know, you can feel the difference. That side has the carbon on it. It's dark and kind of shiny. And that side against your surface, whether it's wood, canvas, paper, and then you just trace, you know, just like before. And this time it's, you know, you can see the line, and that's fine. You know, don't worry about having a dark line. You can do it really lightly. I was pressing down, but you can do it really lightly, and that's fine. Because once you paint it all, I typically go back and put some, you know, lines with a black or something around it. You can do that, or you can just do it lighter if you don't want any lines to show. So there's that. I just wanted to do that for anybody that may not have used a tracer. So, do you have your paper or canvas or whatever you're going to paint on, and everybody ready? Do we have anybody that's asking me to hang on and not go yet? Because I know I wanted to be sure everybody got their printable printed out. So how are we on that? Let's see, do I have any comments? Oh, and another thing, because I'm doing giveaways tonight, I'm going to do some throughout. I have several things sitting over here to the side. And then I'm going to have one kind of grand prize, which I think y'all know is going to be one of what I'm making, the one I make, probably. So tell me in the comments if you invited anybody, put their name down. And you can abbreviate. You can put like Deb B. You don't have to put their whole name if you don't want to. And then if you're here because someone invited you, do the same. Put their name like that. So you might put Deb B as invited. So if you've got somebody's name there, then I know you invited them or they invited you. And after this is all over, I'll go back and get all of those names and we'll do a drawing for those people that invited. Because that is so awesome to me. Of course, if you do sprinkle, if you send this out to your friends to where they can see, that counts too. So just let me know you shared. Or, ooh, I shouldn't have said that, but let me know that you did. So the first thing I'm going to do, if you're ready, I'm going to get out and some black paint for our background. I'm just using this cute little thing tonight. Typically use a piece of foil, but I saw those sitting there and just thought I'd use one. Oh, good, Matthew, thank you. Awesome, guys. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, I always feel like the more the merrier. Let's share. Probably you guys already have a little bit of a love of art and crafts and stuff, so I like to share that with other people. So it's always good to put a base coat on. If you want to do that right now, you can. In fact, I'll do that just because it's the right thing to do. A lot of times I'll cut corners and not, but since I'm going to mail this to somebody, I will. You can use, let's see, you can use, I like chalk paint sometimes just as a base. I just use what I have the most of and have on hand. Gesso is a great base, and that's what I'll put down tonight. Oh, Melinda, that's funny. Well, we can figure something out, trust me. Does anybody have any kids that are painting tonight with us? Sometimes, you know, you can use those printables and just give it to your child and let them color or whatever. I'm going to use a foam brush just to get this spread around. I'm going to dampen it a little bit because it is so dry. Is everybody ready? So put up some hearts if you're ready. Matthew, I love that. That's who got me into it too. Yeah, a long time ago. She started, I wish I could remember the exact first thing, but of course, you know, she did ceramics and quilts and sewing and, you know, everything. So I watched her do crafts, you know, forever. And then I guess, I don't know, I guess middle school maybe, I finally, you know, joined in and started doing those hangers that you use yarn. I don't know what they're called or if there is a name, but y'all know what I'm talking about if you've been around in the 70s. And then pot holders. We made pot holders. I'm trying to think of all the different things we did, but I remember, you know, she gave us one of those ceramic Christmas trees. And, well, actually, we had several. She gave, you know, our family one. And then as we got older, she gave each of us one that she had made. And so, I don't know, I just have great memories growing up doing crafts with her and learning so much from her. Our grandparents were blessed to be kind of in a slower pace of life. You know what I mean? I mean, they didn't have all that distracts us today from creating they did it out of necessity. And anyway, we're so busy today that, but I'm trying, I'm trying to show people that you can take 30 minutes. You can, it doesn't have to be a huge project, or take 30 minutes here and there until you finish it. But creating is such a healing, therapeutic, relaxing thing that I just wish everybody would try. Okay, so I got the good base coat on that. I'm gonna, let me know, say, she touched it. Oh, cross stitch, yes, that too. I did that too. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Heather. Stephanie, thank you. That's so funny you remembered how that. Thank you very much. Macrame. I feel like I did some macrame, Debbie. But I don't know. Thanks, Gloria. You guys are so sweet to remember that. I like how Facebook reminds us too, because I'm terrible about remembering my friends' birthdays. Terrible. But I guess that's what we have those little helps for. I'm just reading your comments, guys. Yes, it's so cool. I love, and that's the kind of grandma I'm going to be for sure, obviously. It's going to be come over and craft, come over and paint. So I'm going to set this aside. I hope that you guys are, kind of with me. Let me know if you need me to slow down. Let me know if you can just say ready, or, whatever, or slow down. Thanks, Luann. I appreciate it. So I'll make this short, just because I feel like everybody on the planet knows my story. But in case there's anybody here that hasn't met me yet, hasn't followed me, I'm going to tell it. It's just such a part of who I am that it's hard to just not tell it. But last year, well, my mom had Alzheimer's, and so, we watched her struggle for years, and then she passed away last year on August 22nd, which was my birthday. And it was, the hardest thing I've ever been through, those few years, and then her death. But honestly, it was a blessing when she was able to go and be free of all of that. So I decided to launch my membership, my little monthly membership, on tomorrow, on August 22nd, so that really I could replace that, because I have such a bad memory, of last year at this time, and, even the days leading up to it. And so I wanted to, make this one a good memory. So anyway, that's the little, I try to put it in a nutshell, because I don't want to just constantly harp on it, but that explains why my launch tomorrow is so important to me, and I'm so excited about it. And, we can chat about that. But so if you're ready to go to your truck, let me know. Start putting some hearts so I can see if you're ready to go to your truck. Or if you're, painting on canvas, you can get on the truck now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to paint it kind of just like I did this one, except I'm going to make the one tonight a little whiter. This one has a lot of cream in it. And so, okay, good. I see hearts. So I'm going to, make this a little whiter through here, because I just see so much of the black and white this year. And, well, it's just super trendy. So that's what I'm going to do tonight to make it a little different. You use whatever colors you want. In fact, tell me in the comments what colors you're painting yours, and what color you might paint it if you do it another night. So I'm curious if you're going to do like aqua, black, green, blue. There's just a million choices. So oh, how sweet, Bev. I love that. Yeah, that's the thing. If we drew on the board, do we do truck first or the background? Yes, do your background. Yep, do your background. So you'll paint all around. So if you're doing this on canvas or on a mixed media pad, you'll just go around your outline so you've got it drawn on, and you'll paint all of this black. This is just about dry, and when it is, I'll put my black background. So let's do that. Y'all go ahead and paint your background if you haven't, and I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and paint mine, and then I'll probably put a little hairdryer to it if you guys can bear it. I hate doing that because of the noise, but it'll speed it up. Hi, April. How are you guys tonight? Linen. Yes, Jeannie, that's a perfect description. Yellow ochre or green truck. So that's what you're going to do, Kathy? Yeah, either one. That's perfect for fall. I do too, Bev. You guys, there's so many sweet people who also love art and crafting, and we just are enjoying so much getting to share with anybody that wants to do it and kind of bring this back because, you know, obviously with COVID, we're all home more and have more time. So it's been really, really fun to share that and see who else is interested because, yeah, we've had a lot of great response. We have a group right now that I'm a part of. It's called August Harvest. In fact, put in the comments like August if you would like to be invited in. It's free. There's no charge. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even mean to paint that. I wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing. When I talk, this is what happens. There's no charge to be in the group, but you know, it's by invite. So any of the artists in the group can invite you guys in. So if you're not a part of it, let me just put August in the comments and I will, when I get off of here, I'll invite you in because there are at least, I mean, it's like, I want to say 30, but anyway, it's every day of this month. There are free craft tutorials, freebies, you know, so people are giving away items or downloadable templates, things like that. So it's a really, really fun group and just getting us all ready for fall. So again, it's August Harvest, and just write the word August and I will know that means you want to, you know, check it out. So hopefully you're doing your background and it wasn't necessary for you to put a base if you were gonna do like canvas or even your mixed media pad. But since I'm using wood, I went ahead. I use whatever I have a lot of times. So I'll have, you know, pieces of wood left over from another project. I just use whatever I have, you know, at the time. I never throw pieces away because I know I'll use them either on something else or on an ornament if they're real small. But I like to use whatever I have on hand. Oh, I know. Do you see my candle, April? I didn't know you could see it in here. Yes. I'm ready for all the fall things. Pumpkin spice everything, and you know, just cooler temperatures. What's the temperature where you guys live? Like, tell me what it's like in the morning. So like if you were to go out and have coffee on your porch, what's the temperature? We had a really cool morning here. It was like 80. Oh, it was like heaven. We're used to 100 every day. I'm gonna just check up and be sure I haven't missed any comments. Nancy, I got you. And yes, I see Lacey, Carlene, Margaret. I'll get y'all in there. Bear with me. It might be, you know, much later tonight where I can get to it, but I will. No, Margaret, what I would do, well, it depends. If you're doing it tonight, just trace the, you know, truck onto your wood. But, so it's either way. I have seen these on Etsy, and this one came from Amazon. I got a pack of them. You shouldn't pay more than about $2 for one. You know, a good price would be $1.50. And they may have them at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's by now. I haven't been there, so I don't know, but I just wanted to make sure I haven't missed any questions. And if I missed it, then you just put it back in the comment and I'll see it this time. Ooh, wow. Amy, what does that mean? Like, I don't know how to translate it. So what is that? But Margaret and Matthew, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Amy, if you're still on, tell me what that would translate to for me, since I don't know how to below zero. Alaska? Is that where are you? Oh, wow, that is crazy. So where are you? I'm sure I used to know. And if you do have a wood slice or you decide to get a wood slice, you do it however you want. Like, I kind of go up to this edge. I mean, sometimes I don't if I really want the wood to show. But you can go all the way up to this edge. On this one, I'll show you. I probably didn't go quite up, you know, as close. So it's just however you like it. Never has to copy anything perfectly. You can make it your own. Oh, Australia. I did know that. I just blanked out. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Wow, below zero. That's terrible. But so crazy, isn't it, that it's 100 degrees here and you're below zero? Well, I'm glad you're here, Amy. Thanks for coming in. What time is it there? And I didn't mention this, but I'm just using a flat brush to put my base coat on. If you wanted to, you could have traced the truck on here and then just gone around it, but you know, I'm okay. I know about where it'll be and I probably won't do quite, you know, all of it. You have a friend in Perth, Gloria? We have a friend, he's a pastor over there, but I don't remember where, excuse me, exactly where they are. And if you're new to painting, will you just take 1 second and type in the comments new? I want to see if there's anybody that really, you know, is kind of starting out. And my wood has, you know, just like a little imperfection. Of course, it's going to have, you know, spots. No two pieces are the same, and they're natural, so yeah, they're going to have little indentions and things. So I'm just kind of working my paint back and forth to get it in that little groove. And it's 10:45 a.m. Saturday. That's crazy. Well, I'm so glad you popped in. Okay, so I'll just keep going, cover it up. In the snowy mountains. I bet it's just beautiful. So, Amy, since you're right here and handy, do I have an accent? Because I always wonder, you know, we all hate our voice when we hear it. I will not hardly watch back any of these videos. I can't bear it. I just can't stand my voice, and you know, so I wonder if you think I have an accent. I don't notice any accent. I just don't like the sound of it. Oh no, Beverly, go. It's fine. Yeah, I'll watch the replay. I'm glad you popped in and said hi. Thank you. Oh, funny. Okay. I do. April, really? Thanks, Amy. I'm glad you like it. That's so funny. I just don't hear it. I don't notice any accent even on the replay. I just don't, you know, like I said, I don't like how it sounds. And you can see that I'm not making this perfect. I don't have to have an even line. I'm just kind of trying to smooth it out a little. We do. I don't think you do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to how we sound that I know that I don't like that sound. I always think, gosh, we sound so stupid when we talk that way, but you know, we can't help it. You cannot do a thing about it. Okay. So guys, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put a hairdryer to this really fast. Cover your ears or turn your volume down for 1 second. It won't take me long. Had to unplug a lamp to do it. Okay, that'll get me by. Thanks for bearing with me. I don't like using a hairdryer, but I wanted to get that good and dry. So I'll let it sit there when I move on to my truck. So tell me in the comments, or just put up some hearts. Put up hearts if you're ready to go to the truck. And if you're not, that is perfectly fine. But just put up hearts if you're ready. Mary, I do. That's so funny. Yes, I enjoyed watching your tutorial and I loved your accent. That's so funny. Some of y'all are or some aren't. If you're ready, put up hearts. If you're not ready, put up that surprised face. That will tell me. Oh, Tammy, thanks. April knows I don't always talk like this. Sometimes you know, when you're on here, you're always energized and, you know, sometimes, well, in some of my videos, I am super chill and super, like, probably boring, but if it's a fun night like tonight, I'm kind of amped up. I didn't note it. If y'all did hearts, I'm going to refresh my page. If y'all did hearts or the surprise look, I didn't see it. Will you do it one more time just so I can see if you guys are ready to go to the truck? Oh, that did help. Now I can see another. And maybe there's a delay. You know, there is a delay, so that's why I'm missing them. Okay, I see hearts. Oh, are you painting? Good. I see some sad. I see some surprised. You guys let me know what's going on. Are y'all having any trouble, or am I just going a little fast? Mary, you're in Texas, aren't you? Oh, good, Miranda. I'm so glad. Be sure and show me, y'all. Show me in the comments when you're done, if they'll let me, and if y'all will let me. I bet this is backward. I just saw it in the computer, and you can't really. Anybody else have kids painting? So when you're ready to go to the truck, write on here truck. That's right, Tammy, you do. If you're ready to go on the truck, just type on the comments truck. And when I see a few of them, then I'll know that you're probably ready. Oh, that's fine, Miranda. Yeah, text it to me or whatever. Yeah. You guys can share those. Hi, Shelly. You guys can share those printables if you want to, you know, if you have a friend who has kids that might want to color it or paint it or whatever, you send it to them. Oh, North Carolina, Mary? I don't know why I thought Texas. Maybe it was accent. How are you, Shelly, tonight? I didn't hear from you after your appointment. Hopefully you're better. I haven't seen anybody say truck, so I'm kind of waiting on you guys. While you're still painting, I'm just kind of moving my stuff over here that I'm going to use. I know I'm going to need my ribbon. Just moving it closer to me. And if I'm going too fast for y'all, forgive me. It's hard to, since I can't see you, it's hard for me to know where you're at and all that. Born in Louisiana. Mary, do you know Tracy Brett, PPHQ? She has Bless Your Art. Okay, thanks, Matthew. Okay, Miranda and Tammy, thanks. Okay. I know Louisiana's a big state, but I thought maybe y'all had connected at some time. That's why I asked. Okay, so whatever color you choose to do your truck, let's go to that. I'm gonna put something under mine because I'll probably get all over my tablecloth here. And like I said, I'm gonna do mine a little whiter this time, so it's not quite so creamy colored. And did anybody say they were new at this? I never saw that in the comments anyway, but I like to, you know, show people how to mix paint if you are new so that you don't have to buy every color. Now it's fun, so if you want to, that's fine, but it's not necessary. You can just get the 3 primary colors, black and white, and then we can mix and get just about any color. Now the craft paints, I'll say this, they have just, well, I don't have any handy that are crazy, but you know, it's hard to get some of the colors that they can get in the craft paint, but you can get just about everything you need. Okay, Mary, I was just curious if, you know. Anyway, I'm just kind of seeing how, if that's good enough, and it is. I like that color. Okay, so if you guys are ready, then we'll just start painting our truck. And I'm gonna just get you know, a coat down pretty thin. I don't want it thick. I want it thin. Be sure y'all can see. And I will take my paintbrush. I really put that on there. I'm gonna start over because I would like to show y'all the proper way rather than just slopping it on there. Take your brush, and I'm just using a flat brush. As you can see, it's got a good edge. And you can go into your paint on both sides, loading it up. So I'm just turning it back and forth. But I'm not going up to the tip here. I'm not touching the metal. I'm just loading it about 3/4 of the way. And if you still have a lot, you can kind of get some of it off. But I don't mind having a lot because I'm going to cover this whole truck. So, and I will take this and I'll just kind of mark out my wheel, you know, approximate. But you can always take something that you have, like this bottle, and lay it down and just draw around it. So that's a better circle. So now you've got your circle. So, you know, use your bottle, or sometimes like a medicine bottle, you know, whatever you have. And it's perfectly fine to do this whole thing because it's fine to have a base coat. In fact, I'm going to do the middle with this white because I know I want my hubcaps to be silver. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay some white down inside there so that my silver will look better. And then just go ahead and Now, I will say this. You're going to want your window here. So if you can't see that, if you traced and you can't see that, be sure you carve out a spot for your window. But everything else, you can lay down this color that you're going to use, whether it's blue, black, doesn't matter, you can just start painting. And if you do the long strokes, so let me get my brush a little wetter. You don't want it too wet because you don't want it dripping. So you definitely don't want any water dripping. But if you go, back and forth kind of long like this, you'll get a really smooth look that way. On crafts like this, it's not important, but that would be the proper way if you wanted it to be smooth. And also on this wood, you can lay down gesso or use this white as your base paint so that your top coat, goes on better. But because some of this will soak into the wood. Does anybody have one of these? Is anybody painting on a little wood truck tonight? Take a second and tell me in the comments if you are. These will be super, super trendy at Christmas too. I made a bunch last year with, little ornaments and just all sizes of wood. I cut out some door hangers out of the wood and made trucks and how are y'all doing? And I'm just going to stick with this brush. You can go to a round brush if you're more comfortable, but I'm just, this one has such a good, see that? It's got such a good sharp line. The reason it has a good sharp line is because I've taken care of it. I have some flat ones. This actually used to be flat. And you can see how it's all puffy and it's because it sat in water. And it just does something to the bristles. You need to, if you buy brushes, I suggest take care of them. And Kathy, I use a jigsaw. Now, ornaments are not my favorite. If I do an ornament, I want a basic shape. But because if you see how, you've got the little light, you've got to get up in here. Now, this would be better with a scroll saw. But I don't have one, so I use a jigsaw for all that. So that's why I would buy this, because I don't want to cut that out. But I use a jigsaw for other things. But if you will keep your brushes in don't do as I do. Do as I tell you. Like, if this brush is going to sit in this water, look how much of it is submerged. All the way up, let's see, way up to here. So water can get in here and it can get in here. So they do make them pretty well. So it's going to take a little time before that happens. But it's just so much better to use smaller amounts of water and just enough to cover the bristles. And then as soon as you're done painting, go ahead and wash them. And you can use Dawn liquid. You can buy, some really good Murphy's oils or Murphy's oil soap or Murphy's soap. Or something that they create just for paintbrushes, but I use Dawn, the blue one that's like safe for baby ducks, and it works fine. And it's, my brushes stay good if I use them. using your brushes on wood will also shorten the lifespan. So if you have good brushes, you probably don't want to use them on wood. Oh, and for me, since this is white, I was I was just showing you guys about the one. I'm going to go ahead and cover mine because my window will be like a little bluish gray, you know. So it's fine to have the base coat of white. Okay, guys, how are y'all doing? Just put in the comments, you know, when you are done, or if you, I mean, if I didn't see anyone say they were using wood. So I was going to say, if you're using wood like this, then you'll do the sides as well. But if you're just painting on wood or canvas, then of course you wouldn't have that to deal with. But I'm going to paint my sides. Did y'all hear the doorbell? I always wonder if y'all can hear everything or... So for you guys that are just watching, do y'all have any good plans this weekend or anything that you're going to accomplish or get done? I will be busy with this this group, you know, with Grace. That's the, I don't know how many of you were on when I first started and talked about it, but this weekend is the kickoff, and so when I open it up, and so I'll be busy with answering questions and emails and all of that stuff. But I'm so excited. I'm so glad that I went through and did it. This, you know, tomorrow it's going to be a much better memory, like I said, than what I've had. Oh, do you, Margaret? A button band. I don't know what that is. A button band. Is that a button band? Okay, I'm probably clueless, but is that the thing that they wear a mask with? Yes, Gloria, don't you hate all the packing? It's so much. I know when you finally get moved, you're like, I never want to see a brown box again. So, the button band, let me know where buttons go on a sweater. Oh, okay. That's a button band. I didn't know that. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking when you said that, you know, the little bands that people are putting on their masks on so it doesn't hurt their ears. That's what I pictured. I don't know. I can't imagine making a sweater. That's so cool. I definitely want to learn to make blankets. I stay cold a lot, and so I would love to know how to do that. I also want to learn to quilt. My grandmother, that was one of the things that I watched her do. I didn't ever do it, but I watched her. And when I would go home, my mom had a sewing machine, so I would, you know, pretend I was making one. I would just sew little pieces of fabric together or whatever, but I would like to know how to make one, because I treasure the ones she made and that I have. But you know, so I would like to do that and pass it down. Margaret. That's funny. That's how I feel about painting. Yeah. I mean, you can get out, and I bet you're a lot like what I do is, you know, don't you just kind of, you can let your mind think while you're painting and work through problems, and I pray, and just, you know, it's just such a good time and such a good thing to do, whatever it is, you know, whatever your hobby is. We need those things, and, you know, we deserve to have the time. So I like to try to teach women that's not selfish to need a little time to your craft or hobby or what you enjoy doing, you know, that's something that you should have, and you have to just teach people around you that that's what you need, and mom will be busy for a while or whatever, and take that time. How are y'all doing on painting your truck? Are y'all getting close? Just put in the comments again, like put truck, and that way I know that you're close to being done. And then I'm going to show you, for those who want to make it antique look, I'm going to show you how to do that. Yeah, my truck is pretty white. I like it though. And I'm going to antique it up a little bit. In fact, I really do need to do something to make it not so white. I guess I'll add a little more of that cream color than I thought. Because I like the old truck, and, you know, it wouldn't be... Metal stamping. You know, I did that for a while. I made jewelry, and I did them. So what kind of things were you doing jewelry, or what were you doing metal stamping on? You know what else I love? Pottery. Is there anybody in here who's ever made pottery? Oh, wow, Matthew, that's so neat. The USA quilt will be gorgeous. Yeah. See, and that's the thing, is the quilt that my grandmother made, I've used, and I want to use it every day. It's the warmest thing I have. But, you know, I don't want it to, it's already, you know, kind of worn. I mean, gosh, I don't even know how many years old that is. And so I don't want it to ruin. I want to be able to pass it down to my daughter. Oh, really, Jeannie? See, I think I would love it. Yeah. I'm sure that I would love it. I'm getting paint all over me. I'm a messy painter. So Matthew, when you have a second to answer, I would love to know like what you were stamping. I don't know what else besides jewelry. I'm sure there's plenty of things that. Blanks. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. So do you put those blanks on wood? Aunt B! Hi, girl. How are you? I am so glad you popped in. She's not really my aunt. We just call her Aunt B. Those of us who know her and love her. So I'm going in on mine. You know, I know you may have a totally different color and be perfectly fine with it. And just adding some of this. It's a little darker. And I'm just kind of adding it some places. I'm not going to make it neat because I want it to look, you'll see at the end, I want it to look old and kind of rusty and whatever. It's real hard for y'all to tell, I bet, but you probably, I don't know if you can tell with the lighting, but I am making this. So I'm painting my truck now. I've already painted my base. And then after I get my truck painted, while that's drying, I'm going to paint these little pumpkins. And we'll have one of these. And then somebody will win it tonight. Okay, so I know some of y'all earlier told me that you had invited friends and that they popped in on us. So if you've invited anyone else, put that in the comments. And whoever has the most friends, you know, invited is going to win. Who actually show up. You know, if your friend shows up and you have the most friends, then you'll win. And for that gift, I'm going to give you one of these. I'll ship this to you and you can paint your own little wood truck. Chrissy, how are you tonight? She's my realtor friend, and not only realtor, she is an artist, and she created something I call lovingly the Hutzel method. She paints, in fact, girl, look, can you see this? My brushes. My Chrissy spoon. Chrissy taught me to paint with a spoon, and I loved it. It was so fun. Okay, Matthew, you're going to make it a wall hanger. Yes, and have a family's last name. The year was established, and on each name will have their birthstone. Wow. On the back will be the... Oh, my gosh, that is so nice. Oh, wow. That's going to be an heirloom. Somebody's going to really love that and keep it. And good, girl. I'm glad you're good. Matthew, that's so cool. Hey, will you do me a favor? I would love to see that. If you don't mind sharing at some point, will you just send me a picture or tag me in a picture? I would love to see that. Sounds like it's going to be amazing. Okay, I'm going to take this off so y'all can see it better. Off that paper towel. And I just got little wood pieces on it. Darn. Okay, let me fix this real quick. I got some little wood just, you know, from my table, I guess. Little pieces. Which will add to the character of the truck. So tell me in here, thanks Matthew, I'd love to see it. Okay, so tell me in the comments, just write truck if you've got your good base on, a good, you know, those of you who are painting with me. Anybody have their base done? Brenda, you got my hopes up. I was looking for the Dolly Parton ceramic. I should have known. I don't think they can do that, can they? Oh, thanks, Chrissy. Okay, Matthew. Tammy, how are you? And Jeannie, y'all? Okay, yes, I saw it now. Good base on. Okay, so I'm going to go to my tires. So I'm going to use some black, and I'm going to go around here. If you can't see your circle, you know, you could always draw it back on. Just lightly, since my paint is a little wet, I'm going to be real careful and just lightly make my circle. And then I'll go over that circle just a tiny bit to cover it up. Okay, so let's do our tires. So just, oh, and I take, you didn't see it before I got it, but it's just a small round brush. Whatever you have. This would be too big. I don't know if you can see. And it's a 6. This is... I don't know, let's see. Just want a smaller round brush that won't go too far into your design. Let's see what this one is. That's weird, it's not even on that one. So... probably it's probably a 2. Is that right? Anyway, use the round brush that you have on hand. If it's not too big. Is it, Brenda? Yeah, we know these little tricks, huh? Yes, Brenda. The other day I grabbed a medicine bottle, you know, like... just I had to, the lid was big, but I turned it and used that side. But yeah, depending on what I'm looking for, I can always find something. And then when you're loading your brush, you know, on a round, you just get it really good in there. So I've got a lot. I'm just getting it all up in there. And then I'm going to take it and twist it, you know, to get it back into that round point. So that when I put it down, it's not all spread out. And that way I can get a good, clean edge here. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you realize you made your tires way too big, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's a 2. Thank you, Robin. Are you painting or are you just a painter? Oh, wait. You know what I usually do? And I didn't. I'm gonna stop with my black and I'm gonna do my silver hubcaps. Oh, Chrissy, you're sweet. Thank you. It's the next best thing to in-person paint parties. Just getting to do something and be creative together. And I tell you, I love to see the after pictures. That's my favorite, is seeing what you guys do. And sometimes people will just tweak it and make it so amazing, give me new ideas. So I'm just gonna put in some hubcaps now, and it's easier that way, because if I wanna do them huge, that's fine, because then my black will cover up. So you can just get it on there if you want to. It doesn't have to be even in a good circle. Since we put the white down there, your silver goes on much better and the coverage is better. Do that with yellow also for any new painters. If you're going to paint a light color, anything opaque, but yellow is so, you know, it doesn't have good coverage, put a white down first and then your yellow will pop. Okay, cool, Robin. I'm glad. What's the last thing you painted, girl? Anything recent? In fact, anybody, tell me what's the last thing you painted or created if you made something. I know some people did earlier, but if there's anybody new, let me know. Let's, for fun, have a giveaway right now. So I'm going to think of a number. Let me see. There's probably, it says 22 on here right now. I don't know. I'm going to do, I'll go up to 25. So hold on. I'm going to write down the number so that you guys can see. Okay, so don't guess yet. Don't guess yet. Okay, so guess a number between 1 and 25. And let me see what I'm going to give away. Now, I should show you before you guess, because you might not want it. This is my favorite bag. I bought several of these because I loved them so much. Of course, it's got the Texas. And then look at this, y'all. That's adorable. Stop it, right? So, maybe you don't like Texas, but you want to do a practical joke on somebody that doesn't like Texas, and so you might want to get this and give it to them. So, you know, you could, if you don't like Texas, you could still do something with it. But anyway, guess between 1 and 25, and as soon as I see it, I'll let you know. Oh, I think I see it. Hold on. Let me be sure that's what I put. No, it's not. Okay, sorry. I thought that number and then I didn't do it. I remember why. Keep it going. Keep it guessing. Anybody else want to guess? Oh, I see it. Matthew. Let me see. Let me be sure you're the first to guess that number and I didn't miss somebody. I don't want to be rude. Let's see. Yep, Matthew, you got it. 11. Y'all see that? The reason I almost did 22, since tomorrow's my birthday, but I divided it and, I cut it in half, so it wouldn't be too obvious. So, yep, Matthew, you got it. I will mail that to you. You'll have to message me an address. Okay. So, let's get our tires done. And we'll do more. I've got a couple of other things over here, guys. 2 more things I'm going to for sure give away. On top of our big prize, the actual wooden, this thing. Okay, y'all still doing good? Okay, thanks. Oh, thanks, Rosie. Oh, Elaine, that's sweet. I love it when people congratulate the winner. It's always, I never win. I tell you, I've like won once. I can't remember. Oh, I know. It was a big thing because that was the funny part is I was like, I'd never won. I'm over 50, never won anything that I can remember. And I won a big TV, like a nice flat screen TV at work. It's a long time ago, but, well, it wasn't a long time, a couple of years ago. And I was just shocked. I was so shocked. In fact, I was like trying to figure out who won, and they were all staring at me, and I was like, what? I mean, I didn't even hear them announce my name, so it was really fun. So as you can see, I'm not doing a great job on my tires. I don't know. I didn't. That circle's probably not, for the hubcap, it probably needs to be a lot bigger, but it'll work. Oh, Jeannie, are you doing black for your truck? Is that what you're saying? Y'all, Jeannie makes those masks, that we're all wearing. She has made, I think, hundreds of masks. Am I right, Jeannie? Just such a sweet person and so thoughtful to do that for so many healthcare workers and first responders. And my group, Grace, has, we only have founding members in there right now until tomorrow. Tomorrow's when it all opens up to anybody. And I have the best women in there. So anybody that's getting in, they're going to love it. We are all about supporting each other and just kind of kindness, and there's just sweet women in there that do a lot of good, and a lot of them are very creative and have so much to offer and to share, and it's just really neat. I love getting to know everybody. And you do, Melinda? That's so cool. Oh, I love that. Kathy, you have one too? Wow, I want one. I'm going to order one. I need to find out how to order. I'll be honest, I don't go out very much. I have been, really probably too isolated, but I still would like to have some, Jeannie, because I have several just that I've gotten from friends or something, but I definitely need a Jeannie mask. My husband's going out for the both of us, I think. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had one too. Yeah, you've just seen them. Yeah, that's me too. So I hope y'all can see, and I'm not, oh, hold on. I bet I wasn't even in your vision, was I? Talk amongst yourselves a minute, you guys. She's back. Oh, I don't think I knew that you had a website. Oh, yes, Robin. I'll talk to you later, and you can watch a replay. Oh, 4 a.m. Bless you. Oh, you did, Jeannie? So does that mean, like, I don't know about that. Does that mean they're not silver in the middle? What does that mean? White walls. I'm sorry if it's shaking. I'm plugging in my battery. How y'all doing if you're painting? How are you coming along? Do you have your tires on? Or are you still working? Because I'm still working on mine, but just checking. So what does that mean? I don't know what white walls means. Like, is it where there's a white stripe? Can you tell that I don't handle the tires around here? Coming back over mine and trying to get a little silver back in here and make these hubcaps a little bigger. Drew, are you on here? Are you with me? I know you were here earlier, but you've been quiet, so I know you're painting, but I just want to be sure you're still here. And I know you had trouble getting your tracer and everything. When we send out, I use a service for emails, and I'll set an email to send out at a certain time on a certain day, and I had actually 2 people who never got it. So I resent it, checked the email address, it was correct, resent it, they didn't get it. So one of them, I sent a picture, the other one said she finally got the second one. So I don't know why sometimes. I think sometimes they go to junk or spam or promotions. Sometimes, I don't know, it's just email has gotten trickier than it used to be. And I know we all get too many already, so. White walls are a white strip that's on the side wall of the tire. So like right around here, right? Just like, is it just a preference, like just the looks of it? Is that all it's for, is just looks? Okay, I was checking on you, Drew. Has anybody else popped on here that is painting that I don't know about? And if you'll write the word tires, then I'm going to know that you're ready to go to the next step. So write tires when you're done with your tires. Okay, Jean. Oh, thanks, Serenity. I've got another one to give away. Serenity, how's baby Judah? Wide white wall tires on motorcycle. I can see how that would be kind of cool. Like, do you still ride, Elaine? I feel like traffic, like at least here where I live, is so bad. Every time I see somebody on a motorcycle, it scares me because it's just, I don't know. A lot of people are texting and stuff. So I'm not rushing you. I'm not. So, but I just want you to write tires in the comments when you're done so that I know. I don't want to sit here if you're waiting on me, but I definitely want to give you time to get yours done without rushing. Don't rush. Okay, yes, catch a replay, girl. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, Becky, thank you. Becky's ready to move on. Anybody else? It's fine if you're not. I just reminding you. Oh, good. Oh, good, Serenity. Well, I hope you're taking advantage of that because it may not last, you know. Oh, good. I see hearts. Maybe that means y'all are ready. Yeah, Elaine, I bet. I've been on them, and they are, it's just crazy. It feels so good, and I don't know. It does make you feel one with the road, doesn't it? Okay, I see everybody's got their tires. So for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on making this look old. And let me remind you how I had this one. So I'm just adding some color on top of it to look more antique looking. You can do a lot of stuff with this. You can add copper. It's a really good color to make things look antique. You can use brown, and I did put out a little bit of brown for myself. Anything that you want, you know, depending on your truck. Now, you don't have to antique it. You know, a lot of people want to leave it just like it is and have it look brand new, and that's perfectly fine. But just put out whatever you might want to. You can use a little silver, a little black, just anything. But I'm going to show you how to do your, what do you call these? I went blank, but not bumpers. Oh, come on. Okay, somebody type it. What's this word? Fenders, right? Fenders? I'm going to show you how I do those. So I do want a little bit bigger brush than this. This one's awful small. I will find another round brush. This is a good one, and this is the one that doesn't have a number on it. It's a 3. Yeah, I think that's a 3. But it's just a little bigger, and I'm going to use just a little bigger brush. I'm going to, yes, Fender. Thanks, Lori. I had a moment where I was like, it doesn't sound right, but that's right. For me, now you can use whatever you want to do your fender, but I want it to show as a fender. So I'm going to put a little brown. Now, whatever color, if you are doing, let's say you're doing your truck black. If you're doing it black, you might want to use a little silver or gray or whatever. If you're doing it blue, you might want to use a dark blue. So, you know, however you want to distinguish that. And let me show you one more time. So on this one, my truck is kind of that cream color. So I went in with a little darker. I probably have a little salmon color in here to distinguish that as the fender. And that's all I'm doing. It's just kind of making that definition. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my paint. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball. Now, your tracer should have the fender on there. And you can, you know, go back over, lay it down, and trace over if you want to have it. But find it eyeball, because this is just fun art. It's not supposed to be, you know, perfect. And just kind of make your fender. And I'll go back over this immediately with some of this cream and soften that up. You can make it really subtle, or you can do like me and make it kind of, you know, like a noticeable difference. But just kind of making that stand out. Trying to think how that one goes. I think it went all the way down. But remember that nobody, you know, anybody that sees this, they're not going to know really. There's no right or wrong way. This is fun art. This is just kind of whimsical, cute stuff, and it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going back with my kind of white color and just putting it back on top and making it, leaving it pretty rough. Like it's not perfect. I have a lot of that other darker color showing through. You can play with it. You know, if you do something and you don't like it, put a hairdryer to it, or just wait for it to dry, and then you can do something else on top of it. So it's just paint, and if you don't like the look of something, don't worry about it. Just we'll paint over it. If you go over your tires, you know, just accidentally, no problem. It's going to dry and you go right back over it with your black. And then while this is still, you know, it's not completely dry, I'm going to go in and put just a dot, a tiny dot of just black on here. Kind of see how it just gives you the appearance of a little dirt or something. And then I'm going to use a little brown. Oh, bye, Serenity. Thanks for coming in. I say coming in like she popped in my house, but you know. And then I'm going to touch a little bit of, I take a lot of it off, so I'll put a little paint on there, like say I am doing this, and then I'm taking some off, and you can even take some more off here if you want to just get it pretty light, and then I'm barely touching my brush down, and just going to kind of dirty that up. But you know, again, like I said, you don't have to do yours this way if you want it clean and nice, and you don't want it, you know, antique looking. I just play with it and just keep going over it till I like it. If I put too much of something, I kind of smooth it in, and then this one had too much black. I'm just kind of lightly covering over it, and I'll put some more of the brownish color, or just play with it until you like the look of it. If anybody new's popped on, let me know. Just say hi. Hey, Candy, glad you're here. We're just having a really relaxed evening, just painting and talking. I like Zoom to do these fun events so that we can all talk back and forth. That's my favorite, but not everybody likes Zoom or uses Zoom, so I thought this will be fun for just, you know, hanging out. And we've done 2 giveaways, Candy. So if you have time to hang out a little bit, you might want to, but it's totally up to you. This replay will be available for anybody that's like, I cannot take, you know, things go slow when we're doing it this way and talking and waiting for people to catch up. It's slow. You can check out the replay and speed it up through any parts that you don't need. And that's always nice. So I'm just, you know, playing around on mine. I don't know about y'all, but tell me when you're done with your fender and ready to go on. There is no right or way, you know, no right way, no. Okay, Melinda, thank you for coming by and doing this, and catch a replay if you choose to. Thank you, you too. I'm gonna also kind of muddy up my truck like I did my other one. I just am doing the same thing with going into some brown. I do tend to put where I know a truck would be rusted. So like, you know, I just kind of make it look antique in certain spots. Just dirtying it up is basically all I'm doing. And not everybody wants that look, so no problem. Usually just go through my little, you know, palette here, like I've got a little silver, you know, just, this one's looking really different, and I just do what I feel. I mean, I don't ever make these exactly the same. I'm gonna add some copper to mine. This is my favorite copper, y'all. Decor. It's bright copper. It's just super pretty. Let me see if you can see on my little palette there. I don't know if the light's going to show it like it is. It's just super pretty copper color. I also like to have, this one is one of my not good brushes, so it's pretty bristly, you know, rough, kind of coarse. But it's good to have, find a brush that you don't care about as much and it's kind of ruined, and don't throw it away, keep it, because those are good for tapping down and putting some rough areas of highlight, or what I'm doing here with antiquing. And y'all let me know when you're ready to move on. Just say, oh, good, Serenity, good. Let me know when you're ready. Just put, you know, like go on or ready. I put ready. That way I know you're ready to go to the next. How's everybody doing? Hi, Angel. How are you? I know these trucks, I can't get enough. I did so many. We did so many of the trucking trees on canvas last Christmas. That was my biggest paint party, was the trucking tree. And yeah, I still love them, and they're still trendy. So I'm so happy because I like them. I'm just showing how I kind of make it look a little antique-y, and then I just keep playing with it until it's a good look that I like. Everybody's is going to look different because they may not like all this, and that's fine. It can be completely brand new looking. but I'm making mine pretty dirty. So Angel, what's the last thing you painted? I know you probably painted today, didn't you? Okay, Tammy, thanks. I'm really liking making this one look dirty. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood to, you know, make it kind of rougher looking. And I think I like that copper is what I'm into. Yes, close up. I'm going to turn it. I don't know how well y'all can see. When I look at it, and I'm using my cell phone, when I look at it, I can't even, it doesn't look good. I don't know how y'all can tell, but hopefully it's better on your end, so. Painted lake scene. Oh, that's great. I want to see it. Okay, Martha, thanks. Indian blanket flower. Ooh, I'd love to see that. Guys, oh, please post those on my page if you want to, or tag me on yours. It's really fun seeing what y'all do. Okay. I'm going to go on and do some other things. Like, I'm going to put, I did do this on the other one. I'm going to put my, whatever that's called. Y'all, I don't know about cars, clearly. Somebody help me. What's that called? The step side or the, I don't know. This thing down here. That's what I'm going to paint next. And I'm going to make a little gray, so just a little bit of black with some white. Okay, Candy. That is fine. And I don't know if you ever want to paint this. You can get that free tracer. You know, I put the link in the comments here, but it's also like on the event itself. You can click on that. Or you can write on here, tracer please, and I will, you know, send it to you. Just, you know, however. But anyway, you could paint this on your own if you want to, or print out that tracer and give it to a kid or a grandkid, or, you know, just whatever you want. So anyway, just know that's available if you choose to. So I'm just going to make that little running boards. Thanks. I knew there was a name for it. Okay. Oh, you did, Angel? She held a kids art camp. That is so fun with a zoo theme. Oh, pygmy goats. How fun. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I was telling them that I don't like cutting them out because of all the grooves and everything, and I use a jigsaw. If I had a scroll saw, it'd be easy to do. But yeah, I just order these, and they're, you know, anything under $2 is okay. I try to get them at $1.50. And you may can find them cheaper, but. So I've got that step side thing, and I'm gonna also just kind of go in again with, you know, I'll do a little like the shiny silver. I'm gonna do a little black. You do yours how you want. If you want it all shiny silver, that's fine. I just kind of. Ooh, Serenity. I haven't seen that. I'd like to see that. I like those things because they're useful. Try to keep up with everybody's schedule and events, and I like them for menu boards too. Anyway, I just play with it, and mine is clearly not perfect. Like it would normally be very straight, but these are whimsical and fun, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And then when you've got that, use a small detail brush, and we will draw the window and the door, and then fill that in. I'm missing some of my brushes. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. So this is my super small detail brush. It's a 5/0, very small. Can y'all see that? It's so cute. It's very tiny. And I'm gonna just outline my window and You don't even really need to use this. You can use, you can go ahead and take your flat brush, kind of a small flat brush, and you can just draw in your window. But just to kind of show you guys a good way to do it. And so for my window, you can do yours either white, gray, black, you know, however you want to. I'm going to do the, actually I like the dark gray. That would be cool because since this is so white, I think the dark gray will be good for the windows. So I'm just going to do a little bit of white and a little bit of black and get a gray. And so for me, the easy way, you know, if you don't want to just go in with your brush and do it, is to take a little small brush and you're just basically drawing the window on. So, and you may have traced yours on and can see it, or have gone over your, once these dry, you can lay your tracer down and then draw out your details again if you lost them when you painted. But I'm just drawing the little window on. Hope y'all can see that. I should turn it your way. And once I get the shape that I like, then I'll just fill it in. You can make it really smooth and clean, you know, for your window, but I like it kind of streaked, like that. I'll even go in here and take a little bit of white. That is gesso. Hey Sherry, how are you? Glad you popped in. What have you been doing? Have you been painting or working, or was there another tutorial or anything on today or tonight? Okay, Margaret, I hope I didn't miss you. I just saw your comment. Yes, come back anytime. 5/0. I am so in love with these brushes. They're off of Amazon. My son's girlfriend got them for me, and it was a whole set. And I don't know if y'all can read that. I guess it may be like D-O-O-T or E-B-O-O-T. I don't know. I tried to look for them, and I need to ask her for a link or something, because these have been fantastic, and the handle is great. It's comfortable. Anyway, if anybody wants that link, you can type in here brushes or brushes ? And then that will trigger me to get that link to you. Because yeah, they're fantastic. But I'll take a brush and go back into some silver. I need some more. Or, you know, depending on what color you did your window, because you may have done yours, oh, that's, yeah, it is. You may have done your window black, but, you know, I just want to give the appearance of a reflection. So I'll just kind of take some and do this. Y'all see that? So just, you know, a few streaks in there to kind of give the illusion of a reflection. You can also do it with white. Like that. You can do both. Okay. A live chat? Huh. Okay. Carlene, I got you. Okay, Elaine, I'll get those to you. It may not be tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to get a hold of her and everything, but if not, I'll try to get it tomorrow. Excuse me, guys. Okay, is everybody good? Tell me if you've got that. Oh, good. I love that you're getting to spend some time with your son and grandson. How old is your son? So put ready in the comments for you guys painting along. Put ready when you're ready to go to the next. Well, I'm glad you stopped in, Sherry. I'm wondering how all your kids are doing that are painting. Almost 40. No, that's fine. Don't say LOL. I'm just getting a picture in my head, you know. I love that when our kids come, don't you? Grown kids. Now that our kids are grown, it's like we love them. We always loved them. I'm kidding. But you know, the teenage years can be challenging and they're ready to get out. And then they become adults and mature and they're not embarrassed of you anymore. And you actually have fun with them, and that you realize what great human beings they actually are and have become. And oh, it's so fun. I love being around mine. Okay, no rush. I'm not rushing y'all. I just don't want to wait if you're still. Okay, Tammy, thanks. And I'll just say, Tammy, you can go ahead and do like your tailpipe. So I'm doing mine the shiny silver, and it'll take a couple of coats for it to show. Hey, Stephanie Patton, how are you tonight? I know you're probably I bet you fall asleep immediately when you lay down. You're one of the busiest ladies I know. Where did you get the truck pattern? Oh, you did? Okay, so there was on my Art and Grace page, which you're on, there's an event. So you can go to the little tab that says events and click on it, and it has a place that says tickets. So this is free. There's no ticket or anything, but that's where I am able to put a link for y'all to get that downloadable printable. And also in the comments up here, one of the first few comments, I put that link, so you could just go up to the top here and click on that, and it will allow you to put in your email and get that printable and just print it out. It's an 8x10 size, so it'll fit on an 8x10 piece of paper, or, you know, obviously a canvas or whatever you want to paint on, wood. Yeah, I know, Stephanie. Don't you feel like you're just literally on the computer all day? Oh, Sherry, would that not be a dream come true? Yes. Yes. Oh, that'd be so fantastic. Okay, Jeannie, thanks. So just do your tailpipe, Jeannie, and get that on there good. And you can do your headlight. So you can do it silver, you could do it gold, you could do yellow, just whatever you want for your headlight. I've done them gold and silver both. It just depends. I'll probably do this one gold just to bring in a little warmth and color. Okay, yeah, cool. And Elaine, share that with anybody you know. If you have any kids that want to color, or any friends that have kids that want to color, they can have it. And I always show everybody my favorite gold paint. If you haven't used this, it's the best. Obviously super thick. See that? I mean, it's very creamy and thick. And so this will last me forever. It'll last forever. It's Deco Art. Let's see. Gold. It just says gold. So that's it for the texture paint. Is it, Kathy? I know. I feel like, yeah, we spend so much time on the computer, but we just want to do our stuff, don't we? So there's the headlight. Yes, love texture. I don't want to ruin one of these by experimenting, but I really do want to just experiment and paint all over it and put texture and stuff. So I'm gonna do, my plan is to do that in my mixed media book, and once I get something that I love and it's perfect, then I will figure out exactly the size and, you know, and then I'm gonna go for it. Oh, Stephanie, yes. Get your 40% off coupon and get you a texture paint. Yep. And that, you know, will take another coat, I'm sure. Usually I cheat and try to put on another one right now, and just be careful to let it dry. But you see how little you use, you know, a lot of times, and it lasts so long. So everybody have the headlight. Just say ready when if you've got the headlight and the tail light or tailpipe, and it looks about similar to mine. Decor Gold. Gold is so hard to find. Yeah, it is. Let me show you this one too. This is another metallic from Decor. And that's why I was looking for the color, because these, they have several, like white gold, or this one's the splendid gold. I like all of them that I've tried, but this one's literally pretty empty. I've used that whole bottle. I do. I have a new one that I haven't even opened yet. They didn't have that one, so I got this one, and it's bright brass, so it's going to be pretty. But yeah, you can't really tell. It's not going to be as pretty as this. I'll hold it here if anybody wants to screenshot it, because it is fantastic. Okay. And if you guys, like 2 days, 3 days, a week down the road, you think of something, feel free to just message me and say, hey, what did you use? That's fine. I'm going to take my detail brush and I'm going to kind of give this some outlining. Let me show you this one. So you should have everything. You should have your tires, your whatever we call those. I don't know. Running board, fender. I don't know why I cannot think of that name, fender. Windows. So now I'm going to go around and add these details with the black. If you don't feel comfortable using a small brush like that, use a marker. You can use a Sharpie or a paint marker. Just get a small tip. A lot of gold metallics, yes, the texture. So that's what we'll do now. On your truck, remember this. You don't have to, I wrote pumpkins on mine. You could write your family name. You could write, welcome, or hello fall, whatever you want on that truck. You don't have to write the same thing I do. If you wanted to give this away to somebody, you could write their name. The sky's the limit on that. So I'm going to dip into my black, and before I even do that, I'm going to clean this up. My tires. Hey, Stephanie, are you still on here? I'm going to wait a second and see if you're still here. I have a question for you if you are. Okay, so this is the part where I do it whimsical. If you want to do it really carefully and kind of like perfectionist, you can. Or you may not even want to outline them. You do your truck how you want. But I do just a rough, quick, like that. Just a quick line. So I don't put a lot of pressure, and just do a quick, and I don't even do the whole thing, so kind of like this, where it's not connected, it's not. Yes, running boards and fenders. So Stephanie, I want your help figuring out my camera. So will you remind me to ask you? I just have the hardest time. I want my viewers to have a good view of what I'm doing, and I'm not sure that the way I have it is best, so maybe you can help me with an idea. I need to plug this in, guys. Hang on one sec. I forgot I unplugged my cell phone when I used the hair dryer. And my phone was about to die, so that scared me. Okay. I'm moving you. I'm sorry. Bear with me. How's y'all's looking? Do you like yours so far? I knew if I didn't tell you, Stephanie, I would never remember. It would be forever. So now that I've said something, I probably will remember. Okay, so I'm going to go back here and finish some of these lines. You don't want thick paint for this part either. If your black has gotten thick while sitting there, you can add just a dot of water and thin it out. You don't want it runny, but you don't want it thick for sure. You just want the brush to glide real smooth. That was a little crazy, but that's okay still. Yeah, thanks, Stephanie. I'm glad you understand me. Stephanie, are you able to take on any new, or y'all just up to your ears? And again, how I'm doing mine, you know, it's not necessarily the way you have to do yours. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to line my window. You can't. Thank you. Oh gosh, thank you, Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, will you put, yeah, if you are interested, Stephanie, and want any additional, then you can put your link. That's all I'm going to say, so that it's up to you. I don't want to put you on the spot. So if this is going to bother me that I went over on this black part, I'm going to clean that up just by going back into my see how easy it is just to kind of, once it's dry, you can just kind of go right over it and fix it. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to put, oh, Candy, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm going to put white, I don't know what you call this, like, let me just show you. Detail, highlight, whatever, on my tires to make them pop. I need to draw a door. I'm just going to have to turn this around towards me for that so I can not mess that up too much. Again, you can use a marker if you're not comfortable with a small detail brush. But I've already kind of got this here. I'm going to bring it down. Okay. Okay, Stephanie, thanks. So Stephanie has a business, home-based essentials, like baseball, home base. And Stephanie, type in the comments because I don't want to butcher it. Explain what you do as far as VA and helping businesses and just people that need that type of help. I'm going to let you do it though because I don't want to misspeak or say something that isn't exactly what you do. But I can vouch for her and her husband. They're fantastic people, super high integrity. She will take good care of you or whoever you know. I'm just telling you that as a personal reference. They're fantastic. And so, since I am going to be giving this away, I want to clean it up a little and make sure that's not too wacky. For me, I don't care. I like, you know, things that aren't perfect. In fact, you know, the name Art and Grace comes from just that. I mean, it's our art, or the art that I do is not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, and I honestly don't even want it to be perfect. This is what I like and what makes me happy and helps me to relax. So I'm good with it. But, you know, it's just like we are not perfect. you know, and we need grace. And so the art that we do, or I do, is not perfect, and so it needs grace. And that's kind of where part of my name came from on that. And the membership that I have is called Grace. And so that's a lot of what we work on, you know, or we'll be working on as the months come. Just learning that to have grace with ourselves and to have grace with others and to have grace with our art. So that's where that comes from. Thank you, Stephanie, for putting that in there. I really appreciate you. Okie doke. So we've got, you should have everything. I think everybody should be caught up and have I'm going to put just a tiny black detail in my tailpipe. So if you can see, I just make just a little mark just to kind of define it a little like that. And I usually do that here too, with just, you know, kind of define the headlight. So the truck's good. Now, what do you want to write on your truck? So if you're painting now, you have a detail brush, you're comfortable, you can do it. If not, you know, you can wait and do it another time when you can get a detail brush or a marker, whatever. Of course, Stephanie, everybody should get to know somebody like you, and they may not need you now, but you're one that if anybody thinks they ever would, you should write down her business name. And maybe share it with somebody that might need it, you know. Okay, so I'm going to just write, let's see. I'll do the pumpkins, because this is going to go to somebody, so I think I'll just do that. I like to do it kind of like I picture this, okay, here's what I picture. I picture a very elderly man taking his pumpkins down to the town square or wherever, park, and trying to sell them. So as you can see, it's just kind of like somebody wrote it on there, and it's not, you know, not a professional sign. I knew that didn't have enough paint on it. Yes, Stephanie, I worked on it today and couldn't figure it out, and I just gave up. Okay, so we've got that down. So do you see how it's starting to come together? Now, at this point, if you're using wood or you want to maybe use one of these next time, then figure out which way you like it. Do you like it, you know, this way? Depending on what you make, you might want to hang it long ways. I just kind of make sure I know how I want it to look, which way I like better. I think I like that. Okay, so then once I know which way I want it and kind of get it even, then I've got my hot glue gun ready, and I just hot glue this on here. You honestly probably might want to use wood glue. Let me grab the wood glue since this is going to somebody. I keep forgetting this is going out. If you don't have wood glue, you could put a touch of Elmer's, just, you know, school glue. And then my computer's doing something really crazy. Okay, let me refresh. How are y'all doing? Somebody tell me in the comments if you're doing good, if you're, you know, need me to go faster or slower. Oh, thanks, Margaret. Oh, no, I already talked to her, so I guess it just refreshed. Okay, yes, exactly, Elaine. Local farmer on the way to market. Jen, how are you tonight? Thank you. Are you on the boat this weekend? Or no, this is Friday. You're probably not. But tomorrow, are you going on the lake? Okay, so I'm going to use a little wood glue. If I can get it open. But I'm also going to use some hot glue so that the hot glue will hold it while the wood glue dries. I'm just spreading it on with the nozzle thing. But that way it won't pop off. And then I'm just coming in with a little hot glue also, and be sure it'll stay till that dries. Okay, and then just press down, and then tonight I might put something heavy on top, so, but it'll be fine. It doesn't, you know, it's not hard to do. Now, on these, if you have an X-Acto knife, you can get a really clean cut with it. I don't have one, so I'm just going to wing it like I always do. I used this last time. You can use scissors. So I had this, and it's, you know, fairly sharp, or if you have just a regular knife, you know, you can, but what I did is just kind of to cut this in half. Just, this is just a styrofoam. I think I got 6 maybe of these for, maybe more, for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And just kind of go around till you get it, or you can use your scissors, or like I said, a knife. X-Acto knife is perfect, but even a kitchen knife would work, whatever. It's just styrofoam, it's no big deal. Not gonna hurt anything. Oh, gee, I'm glad that you are here and that you're enjoying yourself. This is just all about relaxing. Sunday you'll be on the boat. Porch leaner party tomorrow. How fun. Is it like fall porch leaners? Okay, so I did just scoop a little bit of the extra out so that I know it's gonna lay flat on my surface. And that's flat, so it's good. This one, you just put your thumb there and you can feel. Also, I replaced this little thing with sticks last time. So you can, you know, these are actually pretty cute. You can put in like real sticks, small sticks obviously for the stem if you want to. So, show you how I do that. I'm just trying to grab that and get it off. Okay. Oh, first I need to paint them. Almost forgot that part. I touched them with a little copper last time because I didn't want just the stark orange. So I'll do that real quick. But if you are obviously doing this at home and you just are doing it on canvas, then you can lay down that tracer and trace your pumpkins on here, you know, if you had already covered that part of the background. If not, you just paint your pumpkins whatever orange you like. Let me know if you have any questions or issues. Welcome in Christmas. Okay. Hey, that's okay. I mean, I know Christmas is so huge. I mean, we all love Christmas, and fall's not as exciting. I get it. And those are great gifts too, Jen. So people may be thinking, who knows? But yeah, you can't get enough crafts in for Christmas, so start early. How's everybody doing? I know we probably are losing everybody else that's not painting. But it's a kind of a long night if you're just sitting watching, but we need a giveaway. That's what we need. We need a little giveaway. I like the number. I think that's, so don't guess a number yet, y'all. Don't guess a number yet. Let me write one down first when I finish this pumpkin. That's about the only way I know to do it easily while I'm live. So just kind of not covering the whole thing, just popping that on there, but see the difference. Can you see the difference in the color? So it's just, you know, what your personal preference. You might like a real bright orange. You might want a neon orange. That's okay. Does it? I did one on canvas one time, and for some reason mine wound up looking like a lowrider. It was like really low to the ground and made me laugh. Oh, well, Stephanie, yeah, you can every day for sure. Good. Serenity, thanks. I'm glad you're hanging out with us even though you're not painting. I appreciate it, and hopefully it relaxes you to watch just to watch us paint and kind of hang out with other people. Okay. So those are setting aside and drying while I am going to find a twig here to attach a little bit of pumpkin stem. Okay, so you know when you buy things in the floral area that are like sticks, I don't know, this came with a fall arrangement that I bought, like it was lots of sticks and stuff like that in it. So any piece that I don't need, or this might have been too long, I don't know why I have it set to the side, but I'm going to use that for my stems. And so I'll just cut off a little bit. And then I'm going to use my hot glue, and what I'm going to do, I'll show you. I lay the hot glue down because I don't want my fingers in this. Can y'all see? And just laid it down here where I want my stem to go. And then just lay that stem in there. And that's all you do. Set that aside to dry. If you don't have any sticks in your area, but you want to do something like that, get creative. I've used cardboard. And you can use jute. You could put a little piece of jute coming from it. If you're just wanting a different look or adding some texture or something, just get creative. Yeah, me too, Jeannie. Sometimes if it's something like I know I probably will never make, I'll still watch because it's fun, and I like, because I usually am like, well, I might make that someday, but I still watch. I think it's fun. So anyway, and my pumpkins aren't 100% dry, but I can still go ahead and lay them down and kind of see what I like, see what arrangement I like. That's just kind of how I did it. One might fit better, it might be a little smaller, and you might want it in a little different. This one I'm going to cut a little bit off of because it's kind of sticking out. This will probably be perfect right here. And I'm just grabbing a few of these little white foam things and pulling them out so it doesn't have a big bump. And then all I'm doing on these is taking my hot glue and hot gluing this down to the wood. Okay, so when you're done coloring your pumpkins and ready to move on, let me know. Okay, I need to do that number thing, so hold up. I want to do it before I forget, because we're getting close to being done. Okay, I think we have around maybe 17 watching now. So let me just refresh and see. I don't know how accurate that is, but it says 18. I'm going to do so if you'll pick a number between 1 and 20, the first one to guess it, let's see, let's do a good one. Let's do this journal. Isn't that pretty? If you don't need this journal, you don't use it, or you know, just don't need it, then give it away. It's just really pretty. It's got a verse on every day down at the bottom. So I just love it for that reason. But yeah, anyway, that's what I'm going to give away. So if you are first to guess anything between 1 and 20. I don't see it yet. Okay, Stephanie, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. I'm looking for numbers. I don't see it yet. Y'all can keep guessing. Oh, Jen got it. Jen got it. Jen got it. Number 3. See my number 3? So, Jen, I will ship this to you. Send me your email address. Okay. One more pumpkin to get down. I'm sorry, guys, but we have one more giveaway. Well, actually 2, because this here is getting given away. So this one I'm going to do a little sideways. Just a little bit cockeyed. How's it looking? You like it so far, guys? Okay, good. Thanks. I saw a heart. Thank y'all. Okay, we're in business. Now, I'm going to put some jute on the back. Y'all don't need to watch that, but I will let you watch how I do a bow, just in case you want to maybe do one of these later and add a bow. So, let me kind of move this out of my way. Thank y'all for the hearts. I appreciate it. Actually, I think the hearts kind of help us get to more people as well. You know, Facebook just wants to see that y'all are enjoying it, I think. And so I read that likes, you know, if you just press that little thumbs up button, they don't matter, but they want to see, you know, either hearts or something. So thank y'all for that. And then if you're still painting, let me know. Wait, what did Jeannie do? I see a good job, Jeannie. What'd she do? I don't see anything. Oh, wait, did I miss you, Jeannie? Okay, you were after Jen. Sorry. Jen won, Jeannie, because she had the 3 first. But I have 2 more giveaways. I've got 1 more truck to give away. And then I have the grand prize of this. So we're getting real close. And I wanted to keep this at 2 hours. That's how long my paint parties are. So, so for the bow, I do super easy with whatever I have on hand. I had this ribbon that I want to use. It's kind of burlappy with the check, and then this one. And I had made a bow, but I had pink in it, so obviously I don't want pink, so I just took it apart, and I'm using those. And I'll use a little bit of this. This is the mesh that you can get at dollar store, and it's jute all twined up in there. It's really cool. So I'll make a little bow with this. Easy, easy, easy. Nothing fancy. And I put them on, I'll show you this one. I put these on a little clip so that people can take it off. If that's not their, they don't like the buffalo print or whatever, they can take it off. So just FYI, if you win it and aren't a fan. I know I want it shorter, so I'm going to cut this down a little bit. If you make bows, let me know in the comment. I'd like to know if you... I'm not a bow maker, but I used to make wreaths a lot. I sold wreaths a lot, usually to coworkers. I always had one on my door, on my office door, and so people would say, hey, I want one, you know. So I'm just making it shorter. Does anybody on here make bows? I still want it shorter. Do you? The bow maker, okay. Is it the thing with the dowel sticks? Because I always wanted one of those. I think that would make it so much easier. Not the best scissors. Oh, y'all, I really am a little late because we probably started at 7:15 and it's 9:30. I'm sorry. I bet y'all are really dying of time, huh? I know some of y'all, it's 10:30. Y'all may not want to watch me make the bow. How about that? Because, does anybody care? Because we can sure move on. Tell me in the comments if you're done, if you need help, if we didn't get to something that you need help with. I'm just going to kind of show you how I do it. I just do this and make loops, and then connect it all with the twine and then arrange it how I like it. How about that? So that way y'all don't have to sit and watch me make a bow. Let me give one of the trucks away, another truck. So hold up, don't guess yet. Okay, so for the truck, y'all pick a number between 1 and 20. Jeannie, thank you. I feel for y'all because that's a long night. Oh, 15 at Michael's. Okay, good. So pick a number between 1 and 15, and as soon as I see it, I got to remember. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I said 1 and 20. Okay, Candy, you got it. 15. That was fast. Second guess. So number 15, Candy. If you will message me an address, I'll ship it to you. And I'm gonna, sorry guys for the ones that didn't get it. Okay, let me give you a close-up view. But it's pretty done. I'm gonna put the jute on it and make a bow. But other than that, this is it. And I want to give it away, so you guys that hung out the whole time are real troopers. So I'm going to pull you up. Okay. Hey, so thank you guys so much for hanging out this whole time, and I apologize if we went way too late for you. I do want to give this away. So give me a number between 1 and 20. I'm going to look at my computer to see the comments. 1 and 20 gets the truck. Thank y'all for the hearts. So between 1 and 20. I'm not seeing any guesses yet because I know there's a delay, so. Oh, I see a comment. Ooh, Jean, that was close. Thank you, Carlene. I appreciate it. I'm glad you were here. Thanks, Sherry. I want to go back through, but I don't think I saw it yet. Okay. Scrolling back through because I don't think I saw it yet. Y'all have guessed every number except my number. This is exciting. Wait, I saw it. Serenity. You did. It's number 6. Serenity, you won. I'm so happy to give this away. So I hope that you like it, and I'll put a bow on it and jute and get it to you. Message me your address. But guys, really, thank you so much for being here, and especially if I've never met you before, I appreciate it. And post your pictures. So send me your pictures or post them down here in the comments or on my page, just however you want to. I'd love to see them. If you have something you want me to see on your page, you can tag me or just whatever. So don't be a stranger. Come back anytime. Like and follow my page so that you'll see other things you might want to follow or paint along or whatever. But I appreciate you guys and hope you have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye.